My husband stole $6,000 from my account to buy golf clubs. I'm a nurse, and for the past 6 months, I've been working every extra shift I could get my hands on. Double shifts, weekends, holidays, all of it. Because our ceiling is falling apart, and I mean literally falling apart. Pieces of it crumbling into our kid's bedroom, and I'm the only one working. My husband hasn't had a job since 2020. 6 months of grinding myself into the ground, and I finally saved $8,000. $8,000. Enough to fix the ceiling and maybe, just maybe, have a little cushion left over. And I'm juggling rent, utilities, everything by myself. Now, my husband loves golf, lives and breathes it. And all his friends, they're loaded. They've got top tier gear, they take these fancy golf trips, they don't worry about money. And he's surrounded by all of it, just watching them live this life he can't afford. So last month, they invited him on a golf trip. And at first he said no, but I could see it eating at him. He kept complaining about how his friends had these brand new expensive clubs, and all he had was old beat up gear from years ago. He felt embarrassed, left out. Then he asked me if I could lend him $6,000. $6,000 for a set of golf clubs. I said absolutely not. Are you insane? $6,000 for clubs when you don't even have a job? When our ceiling is caving in? When our kids are sleeping under a disaster waiting to happen? He lost it, started yelling at me, said I was holding his unemployment over his head, that it wasn't his fault he couldn't find work, that I was punishing him for something he couldn't control. I thought that was the end of it. I really did. We didn't talk about it again. I figured he'd dropped it, but then I checked my account. $6,000. Gone. He took it. He went into my account, the account I'd been bleeding myself dry to fill, and he pulled out $6,000 without asking me, without telling me, and he bought the clubs behind my back. I drove home shaking. I don't even remember the drive. I walked through that door and I exploded. I mean, I absolutely lost it on him. He stood there, calm as anything, and swore he'd pay me back. Said he'd return the money after the trip. After. Like that made it okay. Like stealing from me was fine as long as he promised to fix it later. I told him he had no right to take that money. Not when the ceiling is falling into our children's room. Not when I've been working myself to death to save it. And you know what he said? He said the ceiling doesn't even cost $6,000 anyway. Like that justified it. Like because the repair might be cheaper, he deserved the difference. I demanded he return the clubs right then, or pay me back immediately. $6,000. Now. He looked at me like I was the villain. He said I was being unfair, that he felt stuck, that his friends could buy whatever they wanted, and he was being screamed at just for wanting something for himself. For once. Those were his words. For once. I told him to get a job. If he wants nice things, get a job and buy them yourself. He tried to bargain with me. Said he'd pay me back when he found work. After the trip. After he got home from his little vacation with his rich friends. After. I said no. Absolutely not. He kept begging. Literally begging. Said to just let him go on the trip and we'd figure it out later. We'd work it out. Just let him have this one thing. I said no. And now he's calling me abusive, controlling. Says I'm ruining his life, that I'm trapping him. But here's the thing. I still don't even know where the clubs are. He never brought them home. I've never seen them. I think he's hiding them at his brother's house. But his brother hates me and I can't go over there. So I can't even return them myself. And he's still pushing. Still begging me to just stay quiet. To let him go on this trip. To let him keep the clubs he stole my money to buy. But I'm not backing down. Not this time.